Why am I shy? I'm so shy.
No.
This is fun to make us watch this.
It's not torture at all.
We're waiting for Lady Penelope. She has been summoned.
Summoned.
By the Queen.
And the Queen is like, tick-tock, where is she? I asked for her 2 seconds ago.
Where is she? You have only just sent for her, Your Majesty.
That little Pomeranian.
I literally was just thinking, I'm so jealous of that Pomeranian.
So cute. That was only a baby doggy. He was very cuddly. I got a picture with him. But Golda does a very smart thing where she hands him off quite quickly to Hugh. They like it for a bit and then they get bored. There he is, he's gone.
Oh, ask to camera, doggy.
Dog's ass.
To camera.
This lovely gentleman, he got my name wrong.
That lovely boy.
that
Oh,
lovely
bless
boy.
his heart. He got it wrong, didn't he?
He called me Lady some other name and we all got really bad giggles. It was very funny.
Here she
Here she
is.
comes, the big P.
That's a beautiful shot of you walking down.
Oh, thank you.
She's got a long way to walk.
A long way. It's a great shot. We love this shot. Look at that light she bows into. Yum.
You are late.
You have only just sent for me, Your Majesty.
Late!
My deepest apologies.
Yes, you better apologise.
I really love Golda, so I feel very lucky to get to have shot with her a lot this season.
We begin another season. This time as great friends, and it shall stay that way.
Side eye.
I shall certainly try. I think Penelope's actually quite stressed by her friendship with the Queen.
I think you seem stressed. I think I would be stressed if I was in that position.
I should like a foretaste before your first issue is distributed today.
What's on the back of your wig, Golda?
Feathers.
Oh, lovely.
Everybody looks gorgeous.
Tomorrow night, the social season shall begin, but things might look a little different.
No, Mrs. Bridgerton. You must begin how it begins.
This always makes me laugh. It's like you're reading a kid's storybook and they want all the proper voices.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah,
the proper
yeah.
voice?
Dearest gentle reader. I think that's the only time I say dearest gentle reader. That could be completely wrong. I started sweating when I just said that because I'm like, I don't know if that's true.
Benedict is late to his mother's masquerade ball. He doesn't really want to go, but he does come along. That is where he meets this lady in silver. I love this bit because when in your life do you actually get to do love at first sight? Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really happen. Like, stories is the only time where it really happens like that.
know.
See, this is cool because I know you I know you weren't sure about this bit.
No.
You weren't sure about
It's
looking
just
at a
like-
chandelier for ages. I actually really remember this from the book. He says, you know, he just sees this person who can't stop smiling.
Yeah. I did so many takes of that.
And keep looking at the chandelier.
And Tom was like, smile more. And I was like, ah.
Could I trouble you for the next dance?
Sir, you see, I would love to, but I have misplaced my dance card.
Putting that dance card in my glove was
Yeah.
a real skill.
Lord Napier, forgive me for interrupting. I have just found this young lady's dance card. But unfortunately, my name is up next.
That is true.
What is your name?
Why did you rescue me?
It is rare to see someone beaming with joy at one of these things. It is positively spilling out of you.
There you go. That's
Remember
what he
when
says.
I laughed at that?
You couldn't take it seriously,
Spilling
could you?
out of you.
Yes, the line. What is that? Is the line, isn't it? Well,
Yes.
yeah, spilling out of you. And that's when you laughed for the first time.
And
then-
you went, come on now. And I went,
And because Yeren didn't know me very well, I think she thought, oh no, he's a really serious,
I
like,
thought you were so
po-faced actor.
serious.
What it was I was finding it funny, and I was like, we can't go there because if we go there, you're not getting me back.
Are you sure you would not prefer for me to fetch him for you?
You've had to fetch him for me one too many times these last months, John. Perhaps, if he is awakened from his inebriated slumber by the face of his mother, he will learn to be on time for once.
Benedict has stopped kind of being part of the family in a way. He doesn't turn up for any events. I realise that he's in his bachelor lodgings and I've got to go and collect him.
I've had a night.
Jeez, certainly, yeah.
We're about to find out exactly what that consisted of.
I assure you I have often witnessed Benedict's disarray. Move!
Why is the chairs on? I mean, what's happened
I
in this
don't
place?
know. Yeah, what have you been up to?
I know. I always struck me. It's like, have they had a fight?
And they've just gone, oh, I'm a bit tired now.
Yeah.
His bachelor lodgings are a mess.
I love that.
It's probably quite smelly in that room, I should imagine.
I feel like I've donated my back to Bridgerton. It actually belongs to them now. Copyright.
Nice.
Yeah.
Please do not.
Oh, dear. It's a disaster. Violet's really scandalised. She has certainly known that Anthony had taken a lover before he met Kate. In the show, we talk about reformed Drakes being the very best of husbands, but you're really not getting the point and you're dragging your heels. So she is really quite scandalised, and his house is a mess. I'm disappointed.
Looking for me, I hope?
It is certainly a pleasant surprise to find you.
She does a lot of nervous laughter.
So do I.
Do you think all the other guests have gone to the toilet at this moment? Because there's only us.
The universe, the gods parted the way.
I've got like a butterfly on my face.
Very good. See you then. Yes.
Lord Anderson, thank you for attending.
Pleasure to be had, Lady Bridget. Yeah, you got the taste now, didn't he? It's sexy because we could get caught.
Yes.
There are people around, but it is a very clear transition into a next phase of their relationship.
Yeah, I think Violet's taken by surprise.
The heat that he brings.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
First of all, amazing costume.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
This whole ball was spectacular.
It was. I'm considering playing less of a part in society this year. I have been
Little prince's ears are always
and to our young couples, and I have enjoyed it deeply. I would like to leave at the end of this season. Of course, you and I shall write, and I will be back for visits, but I am leaving for a time.
No.
Dang.
Okay.
Oh, well.
I was wondering, because I did it different ways,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
wondering which one they would choose.
It's funny, and it's a complete denial of I'm not going to feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
Benedict has met the lady in silver at the ball and was struck by her. And then he asked her to dance, and she doesn't really know how to dance.
I believe I still owe you a dance lesson.
That's such a nice shot.
It just looks like an old romantic film.
First, we bow.
It's really nice that we just got to do a big, long scene like this.
It felt like doing a theatre play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also that, this is in episode 1. Episode 1, they meet and they essentially fall for each other.
1, 2, 3.
Why?
I don't have anything to say. I just really enjoy watching it. I just think it's really cute. I feel like we're just really enjoying watching
We're just like,
it.
look how good we are.
This is a lovely bit from the book as well.
Oh, forgive me.
Do not worry.
Well,
Used to cleaning.
Yeah, I know.
cleaning
It's the cleaning instinct.
she is taking it in.
Yeah.
Like she's so present in that moment.
Yeah. Look at that. You look at that. You look amazing.
Thanks.
However, am I meant to call on you tomorrow?
That will not be possible.
Oh.
Oh, we should not.
We should not what?
It's quite nice that their first kiss, usually, it's a bit more delayed,
Yeah.
that kiss.
Not
But
like
there it
that,
happens in episode 1. They are in a completely fantastic context, which is partly why it's so romantic. He's taken the glove off her. That's something you only get to practice on Bridgerton, I think. Taking a glove off smoothly.
So smooth.
Please tell me your name.
There you go.
What does it mean?
Midnight.
Well, it is midnight. Time for everyone to reveal themselves, including you at last.
I must go. My chaperone will be looking for me.
Please, do not leave.
Do it, do it.
Do it.
This is a lovely one, because it's such a surprise. There are lots of nice surprises
Yeah.
in this storyline, I think.
Wait, remember when my shoe came off as I was running up those steps for the first time?
Yerin had to do a take and she was running back to get to her position in order to be able to start the scene, and she tripped, and one of her shoes, it's 2 shoes. Well, that's not the same.
But remember
That's
when
not
I was like, oh
Cinderella.
my God, it's like a Cinderella story.
But it is! I always like to look at what people are doing in the background.
Oh, great. Good to know I've done my job. I think Eloise here is trying to convince Mum
that no blokes are interested in her. There he is, our leading man. It was one of those moments where you had to walk towards us, and you had to do that walk quite a few times.
Oh.
You know, and sometimes you forget how to walk.
Yeah, one foot in front of the other, and yeah.
My, you look so handsome.
You sound surprised.
What she means to say is she's surprised to see you out of bed before noon.
Eloise knows that it's a ruse.
And Violet's just gone off to...
Not quite.
Wow.
She's just gone to have a chat.
We must find the owner of this glove.
Why ever do you have a lady's glove?
Because a lady lost it. I would like to return it to her. Do not mention it to Mother, by the way.
Eloise has always been the person to whom he's told everything, and this is probably the first time in the series that we see him sort of half lie to her or keep something from her, because he basically says, no, I'm not, I just want to find a glove. No, I've got a glove.
I just need the full set. It's killing me. I just need the full set. A good day, though. That was a fun time. We did have a nice time on that scene.
We did. I can get my lines out.
No,
There's
in
something
fact,
about Bridgerton lines that are so full of consonants. More
But you'll be a
consonants
bit like...
than sense.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Sometimes you feel that you're on the edge of a line and you are just going... You can feel it happening. But there was one bit during that scene where you went, so Clarice went. And then Ruth, because you just decided to just not say the word. But then I pissed myself. You did, literally went, and then it went, Clarice. And then I obviously went and started laughing, but then Ruth just plowed on through.
Ruth absolutely barreled on through.
Benedict, yes, please. I would start with Baron Henderson.
Posey is sitting with Benedict Bridgerton, who has just come to court, who he believes is the woman in silver that he met at the masquerade ball.
My hands became feet, and I was forced to walk across the stage with my feet hands. Everyone in the audience laughed.
He's like so unentertained by me.
That is why I can no longer attend the theatre.
That is enough, Posey.
It's like he's talking to a child. It's like he's talking to a little baby.
Look at you, you're so innocent.
Yeah, I know, so pure. For Sophie, seeing Benedict being really kind to Posey highlights the person that he is, this amazing human being from the inside out.
I would love to hear about the costume you wore for the masquerade.
She was a mermaid.
Ah. So you were not wearing silver?
Look at you. You wicked,
The way that the camera...
wicked villain.
Yeah. Wow, your like Sydney Opera House hair really adds to the drama.
Sydney Opera House hair.
Is that a lady's glove? What is he looking at?
It was so hard to keep a straight face when you did that.
I remember Joffrey was like, really go for it, like really, really bang your head in there. But I don't think anyone can naturally just do that without it being an accident. So I kept sort of trying to shove my head into the glass. He was like, just really, really go for it. So then I did. And we watched in slow motion as I hit the glass and it fell out of the whatever socket that it was in.
She is
Your eyebrows,
processing,
like
she's
this.
figured it out.
Would you try these on? I know how much you love the little luxuries of society.
No, thank you, my lady.
It was not a suggestion.
You're so mean in this.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
There were a couple of times when I walked into this room, as, you know, they shouted action, and I don't know if you remember, but I tripped over the carpet.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and I was trying to, like, maintain this really high status.
A perfect fit. I'm as surprised as you.
It was you. You marked my silver shoes. You slipped into the masquerade ball. Do not insult me by denying it.
She's obviously threatened.
Oh, very. Actually, I do remember, like, getting really emotional when I was watching you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I had to obviously hold it to keep it together because, you know, an Armenton.
I have served your every whim all these years without wages, without complaint. I have provided you with protection.
You look so angry.
Do I?
Yeah. In such a great way. I've like never seen your face move like that. Actually.
Yeah, because in real life you're like,
Yeah.
Hi. You are dismissed, and you will never work again in Mayfair. I will make sure of it. Araminta's ultimate goal is to have her daughters married off. Given the chance, Sophie would be
the belle of the ball. So that just ultimately means that it would lessen the chances for her daughters to be married off.
You will not go. I forbid it. You cannot forbid me.
I can. It's a panic. It's like a child that has, not had their toy taken away from them. It's like that little tantrum thing.
I am your queen, so I am merely your subject. You are my subject. I understand.
When the Charlotte and Agatha dynamic becomes the Queen and Lady Danbury, Danbury goes, OK, if I'm your subject, then here comes the barrier coming, the shutter's coming down, I will just be your subject. I think when you see that friendship ebbing away, that reveals the friendship again.
I am sorry. I did not mean it. I was sorry.
Charlotte apologizes in that moment, I think out of desperation of losing her friend and knowing that you've hurt them. She's beginning to listen. She's beginning to hear what her friend is asking.
Agatha, you cannot leave me here all alone. What happens when he dies?
You can see how deep the friendship is.
The friendship has to be stronger than the subject.
Which means that your apology provokes Danbury to say, I won't go anywhere. I'll stay.
Yeah.
Swing scene.
Yay!
Yeah,
I
here we
love
are.
these so much. It was freezing.
It was absolutely freezing
So freezing.
that night.
I have about approx 47 heat patches across my body.
Oh, yeah. I have... Yeah, I think I did... No, I was just thinking. I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably another 6 on my back.
I've not seen much of you.
It took you long enough to notice.
Eloise.
You realise you were cast out of the clubhouse?
Was I in a club?
We were.
Yeah, she's upset. She's upset.
I thought we would be unyielding together with regard to marriage, but you've crossed over to the other side.
Oh, I am not getting married anytime soon.
But you wanted to.
You feel a bit sorry for yourself in this scene, didn't you?
Yes.
I think Eloise
When
is
you're
doing sort of a
heartbroken.
bit of the same.
Yeah,
isn't she?
yeah.
She's upset. She's trying to make light of it and being like, you're out of the clubhouse. She can
Yes.
see that you actually have interest in the glove lady. Yes.
No, you're right, yeah.
Why would she not?
You and I both know I am not the Bridgerton anyone should give their heart to. The unserious one, the rake, the free spirit.
Yeah. And then you rhyme. You ready for it?
No.
I think I need to clear my head. I think I should go out.
Oh, I sense a drinking bout.
I think I should go out. I sense another drinking bout. I
I'm
always
running
really
late. I should not. Would.
I really struggled with it every time because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's right. I'm saying don't leave me with Mum because she's got plans for me and I don't like it. And you're like, Mum might surprise you.
he's sort of saying, I feel like I need to grow up and maybe we have to grow out of this.
Do you think Benedict's sort of going, we're done on the swings?
That was my line that they cut. We're done on the swings.
Yeah.
Walk
This
off.
swing thing is finished.
Unbend a little. You're far too solemn for such a pretty thing.
Benedict has gone on a whole journey of trying to find the lady in silver. And so he goes on a massive bender
He does.
and he finds himself at Cavender House.
Which is some sort of frat party, basically.
Yeah, you did look really rough. Like, as in, the makeup,
Tired.
with makeup.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
You
spend,
looked perfect.
I spend a
You're
lot
perfect,
of time.
never change.
I spend a lot of time in this show looking very tired. I think I look better tired. I actually do.
Look at that punch.
Yeah. Now the punch.
And look at that trip.
There's not much is made of like she's actually properly hits the deck.
She's
But
like, "I've gotta
everyone's
get
like,
away."
oh,
Oh,
Benedict's wound.
Jesus.
But what about Sophie?
Enough!
This is one of those moments that's quite cool, I think, because you never see Benedict get angry.
No.
Benedict hasn't. He's so like easy a lot of the time. You don't really get to see him giving it to
You were
someone
quite
both
triggered.
barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shall never touch her. Because she no longer works here.
We're really kind of getting into the nitty-gritty world of what it was like to be a maid at the time. It's like a green flag moment for Benedict, being like, even though she is someone from a lower class,
Yeah.
you can't treat
No.
anyone like that.
Mr. Bridgerton.
Forgive me, but do we know one another?
That is a punch to the stomach.
I think it's interesting that he doesn't recognise her. It is like some sort of blindness. Like, I think he sees a maid and he doesn't connect the two, the lady in silver and the maid, which feels very Benedict, like not being able to connect dream and reality. Benedict, when he had a fight with Philip Cavender, fell on a bottle, gets a fever in the night from the wound and sort of loses his marbles a bit from being cold. Sophie wakes up and hears the noises and comes into his room. That's one of those easy days on set.
Was it?
Well, where you just get to lie down.
Oh, for you, yeah. Meanwhile, me, I had to be like, oh yeah, I know how to fix a wound. Yeah, how to fix a wound back in 1830. Oh yeah, this thing was stressing me out because, you know, she has to be nimble. Like,
yeah. She has to know what to do. Yeah.
Oh, bit of skin. Oh, look away. Oh, all right. Oh, she's a bit shy. Look at that glisten. Look at the sweat.
I know. That was sprayed on. Had to be basted like a turkey.
Do not leave me. Do not leave me again. My lady.
He's sort of delusional or sort of like in a dream and with his eyes closed, but then talking to you, but obviously he thinks he's talking to the lady in silver. It's just one of those moments where you're like, oh, I hope this sort of
works,
but yeah,
ends up well in
it's kind of cool.
An elegantly laid table can be just as important to the success of your dinner as the guests who have been invited.
The reason I'm even there is because Mum has gone, if you are on the shelf, then I think it's a great idea for you to observe Hyacinth's. What are they called?
I think it might be etiquette.
It's not. It's like something lessons.
On the count of 3.
Well, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Turning. Thank you.
Lessons.
Finishing lessons.
It is imperative to know the rank of each guest beforehand.
Look at all of this stuff. Look at this, right? Most lines she's ever had in the show. She's got to deal with these little tasseled guys.
It was intense, the colours.
I'm mugging you off the whole time.
Yeah, you're having a great time.
I'm bored stiff. Look at this. She couldn't care less.
You weren't even acting, mate.
Yeah. I was just getting ready for lunch.
Well, at least the spinsters get to be the flashy silver tassel.
Miss Bridgerton, that is grey.
Flashy silver tassels. Say that 10 times fast. I loved doing all of this and I loved spending more and more time with you on set.
Me too.
It was the best thing ever.
It was really fun.
Francesca's not with child, and John really helpfully suggests that if she was reaching her pinnacle, she might conceive. Franny's never had a pinnacle.
Mother, what is a pinnacle?
I think Violet was frightened of the word pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
Are you speaking of...
In the bedroom.
Oh.
She's not the best, Violet, at talking sex, is she?
I mean, you would have thought she'd learned from her mistakes by now.
I know, but she
A
can barely
few
talk to
seasons
Anderson. I think Violet should do like a pop-up book for the birds and the bees.
I don't think she should. Magical. Special.
I wish to explain this as best I can. I did your sister, Daphne, something of a disservice in this matter.
I simply need information.
I can't give it to you.
I've said if we get to Hyacinth season and you're still doing this.
I know.
It is more than pleasant. It is a delightful...
Come on, Mum.
Closeness?
It's closeness.
That is...
This is my favourite delivery.
It's nearly impossible to describe. It's like a shared language, and when you speak the same language, you are able to...
Go on, Mum.
Feel... magical, special feeling inside.
See? That's all you need to know.
The thing is, there was a take where I was already drinking and Ruth went inside. And I just knew it was this bright red port that if I sprayed everywhere, it was going to be an issue.
That is your favourite.
That was just a marathon in not laughing at you in that performance.
I don't know how I had 8 children.
So the scene we're about to watch is the famous lake scene, and it's pretty similar to the books. Sophie is trying to relax as Benedict's guest. She's off on a walk, hears some noises in the lake, and finds herself staring at Benedict Bridgerton swimming.
Who's there? That, I think, when you look, is one of the there was one moment where obviously in order for it has to be out of sequence sometimes, and we were doing the bit when I was coming onto shore. I think you didn't know that I was going to be there standing naked with a sort of pouch over my private parts.
Just like waiting like this before my line.
And she had to pretend that she was seeing just something wonderful, and instead it was just this.
But
just
my
like this
eye line
weird,
was
strange
technically
man.
supposed to be from seeing you swim to getting up.
Yeah.
But then I just saw you there.
Just
and I just
stand
went,
there.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't be looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm not famed for my patience, though my curiosity is rather strong. So I can wait here forever.
It was one of those magical things that can sometimes happen with shooting. It had been raining, it had been grey for days, and then just on that day, it was blazing sunshine.
It's beautiful.
I don't know how it even happened. And I do think it would have made a huge difference if they'd had to, like, you know, make the sunshine happen or whatever. But it was the perfect day to do the lake swim. Having said that, it was very cold.
And you should not be swimming when you have been unwell.
Well, if we are quite so concerned with shoulds, then you should not have been spying.
I was most certainly not spying.
I think you were.
I was not.
You assuredly were.
I was not.
So you did not notice me?
I cannot help but notice you.
No, oh no. That's where they have their first proper kiss as Sophie and Benedict.
As Sophie and Benedict, yeah. This is such an iconic bit from the book, so
this
it
was
was
how-
really nice to sort of breathe that sort of moment to life like that.
I apologise. I should not have...
No, I apologise. I should.
After you.
2, 3, 3, 2, 3.
Couldn't give a crap, did they?
Do you know what you're reading? Were you actually reading it?
No, I was too nervous because this was a reshoot.
It was, you're right.
I wasn't nervous, you can't tell. Don't worry, I smashed this.
You did.
Fine.
You smashed it. You
No,
always
I didn't.
smash it.
It's terrifying. Also, how many rooms do we have in our gaff, man?
This is a new room. this season,
Unbelievable.
isn't
You
it?
know, the masked ball, where was that room? Mum snops through the garage.
You do not wish to watch my dance lessons. Perhaps I could read to you from my book about ballerinas. I like your dress in this. Or I could show you my ribbon collection.
I do not
the
wish
wood.
to read about ballerinas. You're like, do you want to learn about my ribbons?
Yeah, and
My ribbon collection, which, by the way, we need to get that back.
What's in a ribbon collection? What
Ribbons?
You do you collect ribbons?
No.
Goes Fred.
Loads of ribbons fall out of my pocket. Put them back in. But you're trying to get me to read about ballerinas. I start to connect with Sophie, and then you're back.
And I'm really upset. It is a bit peak of Eloise.
I think Eloise is just really trying. She's digging her heels in at this point. She's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to do this. This classic, like, older sibling, younger sibling thing. Like, you just want to hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I used to be like that with my brother, and he'd be like, go away. I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
that's so true, yeah.
Good morning. Are you intent on practicing pianoforte in private?
No, that is not. I think at this point we haven't communicated anything. She's trying to add some spontaneity into the relationship because she's been told that that might help her reach her pinnacle.
Jokes.
Yes. Pounces on you. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. That I actually did headbutt Victor.
Yeah, we did.
Accidentally, not on purpose.
I had a massive swollen
No,
bum.
you didn't.
She was like, I need to get this over and done with. Bam.
No, I didn't.
And I was like, whoa, Anna, there's no need for that.
Whoa.
Whoa, man.
Shall we? She's really trying. Higher? Lower?
They look right to me. John has come back from work and Francesca has something to say to him and he's listening. And it's about compliance. Are you ever going to tell me what motivated your visit the other morning?
I love this dressing gown so much.
It's like it shouldn't
I
be.
used to
It's
run
like
around the
it's better.
studio getting people to chase me because it like flew. Oh,
It's so good.
It's
Yeah, I
so
remember.
good.
I remember. I quite enjoyed it.
Did you?
I have restrained myself in our private life out of respect for you and your comfort. But if you should like to be more
Expressive.
is that the line? Expressive together? Why do I sound so posh?
Because you are posh.
I'm not posh.
No, as in the character.
Oh yeah, John's posh. I should be happy to comply.
I believe I should
can play as well.
We're trying to
yeah.
communicate more.
But yeah, that first approach in the living room.
That was such a bold move for her.
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
think he knows that Francesca's going to like recoil and go
Yeah.
into her shell,
And
and
so
it
I
didn't
have to-
work. And
yeah, exactly.
It's now over to you.
There's parts that we both play, and I think that me sort of acknowledging what we
That
did
you've
earlier.
got a part to play
got
in
a part to
finding
play.
her
And
pinnacle.
I was like, well, it's not about pinnacles.
My lord, there is another guest.
But who is this?
Yes! Oh my gosh, this is it.
Oh my god, it was so hard getting down from that carriage.
smashed this.
I did, I
twice.
did.
Blimey.
I do hope you've missed me. Come on, Michaela.
So iconic.
When you like the reveal, like.
But
what was that
yeah,
like?
I just felt like the bitch is back, and it was, yeah, it
She
felt really good. It felt really good.
What a wonderful surprise.
Is it? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
I mean, look at that expression at the end, though.
Francesca's feeling some
Yeah.
feelings
Yeah.
that were, or not feeling other feelings. It's just
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Feelings.
this season.
Mrs. Wilson told me you were serving tea somewhere new. This is new.
I am the tea that you are having. I've got my curtains open.
I know. Exhibitionist, huh?
That's really quite embarrassing, isn't it? They didn't really think that one through, did they? What if my kids come home and they see their mum having a shag in our bedroom?
Trauma, lifelong trauma. You can see that they both crave each other. It's the first time, so there's no telling whether how it's going to be or not.
There are floodgates opening here, certainly
Yeah.
for Violet.
Yeah.
It's all been... She'll have a really bad back by the end.
In this scene, it's probably a day after I've been presented to the Queen.
I threw you under the bus,
Yeah, you threw
basically,
me under
in
the
front of the
bus.
Queen.
She'll be down in a minute.
You talk about me. Danbury put me in a very, very precarious position.
Oh, yes, I remember this. Ooh, issues.
Oh, here we go. Trouble at Mill.
Ooh. I wanted to explain.
There is nothing to explain.
I would like someone to explain.
I do not want to be a lady in waiting for the Queen.
Oh. But why? Do you even know why? Or are you saying no because I did not ask you, or because you are scared?
She did not ask me. She simply threw me at Her Majesty.
As I said, being a lady in waiting is an honor.
Can you actually imagine being put in this position, though? You cannot deny a lady in waiting position once you're offered, so it's so awkward.
I love the way that your character is very kind of her own woman. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, I won't be
manipulated.
I won't be manipulated or shoved anywhere.
Yeah.
You are not of this world. You are different. And perhaps better for having been on the other side.
But that's your superpower.
That's the superpower,
Not
exactly.
being of this world.
And that's what the Queen likes.
Bring a bit of spice, bring a bit
Yeah.
of difference, bring a bit of energy.
Yeah.
And you will always remember that she is the Queen, but you will not always treat her like the Queen.
That earns respect.
That's what she needs.
Yeah.
I am not asking you to fill my shoes. I'm asking you to
You'd have to
serve
get
your
a wide
Queen
fit.
and your country. And get your own shoes.
Yes, get your own shoes.
I am telling you, Alice, to rise.
As the great Maya Angelou said.
My eyes search for you in every room I enter. My heart beats when you're near. The reality of you has become more tantalizing than any fantasy ever could be, and one I cannot live without.
So this scene we're about to watch, they're at the Bridgerton house and they've constantly kept missing each other.
You're about to go out to the pub with your mates, and then you forget your purse. So that's the only reason why you go back. And at the same time, Benedict, on his side, I think it's just an impulse moment that he has to see her and he just has
Connect
to
with her again.
be with her.
I meant it when I said you deserve better, and I'm determined to give it to you.
Oh no.
Are they nose rubbing?
Maybe he's about to ask her something.
Oh, it's this.
Sorry, you look away. I'll tell you when it's done. I'll tell you when it's done.
You tell me when it's finished.
Oh, it feels wrong to watch.
Be my mistress.
Oh.
No.
To this.
Yeah, that's, sorry.
What a gut punch when he says that after saying, like, you're my everything.
The unawareness of him is quite frightening.
Imagine You've just been intimate on the stairs and someone said that.
No, leave, go, don't accept
Red
that. Get out, red flag, get out, get out.
Yeah.
Red flag, get out.
It's one of those things that does feel out of character in terms of what we expect from Benedict's sensitivity. We've only really seen a very nice, shiny, quite sort of people-friendly and also like very switched on Benedict. And it is one moment where you're like, oh, he's completely misread this. And actually for the whole episode, they just don't quite meet. But this is probably the worst one where he gets it so wrong.
It's inappropriate.
It really is. It's so insensitive.
I raised him better than that.
Well.
Do you think at this point he's like, yeah.
He's like, what a great idea.
Proposition for her.
Classic bloke has gone, I've got a fantastic idea.
Yeah, yeah.
She's gonna bloody love me.
Yeah.
Would you like to be a big fat secret?
The problem of that whole episode is that they can't find what they found in the Masquerade Ball and then at my cottage. They can't recreate that thing, and this feels like sort of like a very clumsy way to try and recreate it that ends up completely throwing them further apart they've been all season, really. Which is a great place to stop, because then you're like, how are they going to work their way back to each other after that?
What a dick.